Sunday morning just at 9, Dan McGinty, dressed so fine, stood looking at a very high stone wall, when his friend young Pat McCann says, "I'll bet $5, Dan, I could carry you to the top without a fall." So on his shoulders he took down, to climb the ladder he began, and soon commenced to reach up near the top. When McGinty, cute old rogue, to win the 5 he did let go, never thinking just how far he'd have to drop. Down went McGinty to the bottom of the wall, and though he won the 5, he was more dead than alive. Sure his ribs and nose and back were broke from getting such a fall, dressed in his best suit of clothes. From the hospital Mac went home when they fixed his broken bones, to find he was the father of a child. So to celebrate it right, his friends he went to invite, and soon he was drinking whiskey fast and wild. Then he waddled down the street in his Sunday suit so neat, holding up his head as proud as John the Great. But in the sidewalk was a hole to receive a ton of coal that McGinty never saw till just too late. Down went McGinty to the bottom of the hole, then the driver of the cart gave the load of coal a start, and it took us half an hour to dig McGinty from the hole, dressed in his best suit of clothes. Now McGinty raved and swore about his clothes, he felt so sore, and an oath he took he'd kill the man or die. So he tightly grabbed his stick and hit the driver a lick, then raised a little shanty on his eye. But 2 policemen saw the muss, and they soon joined in the fuss. Then they ran McGinty in for being drunk, and the judge says with a smile, "We will keep you for a while in the cell to sleep upon the prison bunk." Down went McGinty to the bottom of the jail, where his board was costing nix, and he'd stayed exactly 6. There were big long months he'd stopped, for no one lent his bail, dressed in his best suit of clothes. Now McGinty, thin and pale, one fine day got out of jail, and with joy to see his boy was nearly wild. To his house he quickly ran to see his wife Bedaly Ann, but she skipped away and took along the child. Then he gave up in despair, and he madly pulled his hair, as he stood one day upon the river shore. Knowing well he couldn't swim, he did foolishly jump in, although water he had never took before. Down went McGinty to the bottom of the sea, and he must be very wet, for they haven't found him yet. But they say his ghost comes round the docks before the break of day, dressed in his best